Hey Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is Tina with 85th House Vibrations. And this is your monthly reading for January 2019. Happy New Year, everybody. These are a couple days late. So, we are just going to get right into it. Off the bat, I got a couple broken nails, so I'm going to try to keep my hands off camera. That really bugs me. I hate that. But it's so cold and rainy and I'm just haven't been feeling quite up to it, so I haven't been to the nail salon. Let's get there. New moon in Capricorn this month, full moon in Leo. And we have a solar eclipse happening in your opposite sign, which is Capricorn, on the 5th. Just go ahead and get into this. Is the planetary spread. This is a spread I used to do some time ago, and I decided to pick that back up. Let's just see if we can move these cards up a little bit so that everything is in frame. Low light situation. I said already it's cold, rainy, and you know, kind of one of those days here in Dallas. Been like that though. Been like that for a couple days. All right, let's get started. Planetary spread: Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and this is the outcome card. The Sun is your core. It's who you are. Cancer, you find yourself in the month of January wanting to walk away from something. This is a Saturn and Pisces card. Pisces is originally, the modern ruler is Neptune. It was originally, the traditional ruler is Jupiter. Jupiter is expansion. Pisces is about, you know, unconditional love and spirituality. Pisces rules the 12th house of things hidden, our subconscious, things like that. Saturn is there either trying to make you learn responsibility in that area or in those areas, or it's making you feel restricted in those areas. So it could be a little bit of both, but either way, you're finding yourself wanting to walk away maybe from some sort of description. If I hadn't said already, this is the 8 of Cups. I feel like you might be trying to love a situation or somebody unconditionally, and you might be facing some obstacles with that, and it's got you kind of wanting to walk away and see what else is out there. The next card, which is the Moon card, and this talks about family life, what's going on in the home and with our personal relationships. We've got the Page of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It doesn't have to be those signs. It could just be somebody who's very heavy with the communications and the thinking, with the facts and the figures. That's what swords are about. It's the element of air. So the Page of Swords says that in the home, there could be some sort of news coming up, new ideas, maybe of how to go about handling this situation, whatever it is you might be trying to walk away from. There may be some sort of inspiration. It may be a little underdeveloped because this is the page, and the pages are the most, I hate to use the word immature because it seems derogatory, but the pages are the least developed in the suit, in the court cards. So pages bring news, and swords is communication. So this could definitely be you getting some news about something that is going on in your personal life, or you may need to provide some information. Somebody may be providing you with some information that like I said, revolves around your personal relationships, home life. A lot of times the moon has to do with the mother, so looking out for that. And the Mercury position, we have got the 3 of Swords. Mercury is how we communicate. It also talks about skills. This is a Saturn and Libra card, and the Three of Swords is generally about heartbreak. It's about disappointment. It's generally about, you can see this sword here. It's like somebody that's trying to come in between these two trains of thought, those two people who are exchanging communications. So the Three of Swords is a pretty heavy card. Like I said, it's a Saturn and Libra card. Maybe I didn't say that. Now, you guys bear with me today because I'm working through it. Yeah, so anyway, there is some restriction probably around balance, around fairness, around diplomacy. The words might be harsh and disappointing, and that may be what's got you wanting to walk away. So far we've got two swords. Oh, and okay, so what this could be is maybe some of the information that you get from the Page of Swords, even though it might be a little bit premature, it's probably not going to have the best effect on how you think about things, how you're perceiving things in the moment, and how you communicate about them to another person. In the Venus position, which is our love and romance, okay, we've got the Knight of Coins reversed. This can generally be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And for whatever reason, the Knight of Coins is very limited, if not completely at a standstill with something. The Knight of Coins in the upright position, it generally can be him focused on a particular thing to the point where people think that he's almost obsessed because he's only focused on this one particular thing. He's got his eye on the prize. But with the Knight of Coins reversed, he seems to be distracted by something, and he's no longer concentrating on what it is that he's supposed to be concentrating on, not moving towards his goals, not moving towards achievements. That could be causing arguments in the home. There could be news that comes in about this particular situation, why the Knight of Coins is not moving forward. Cancer, these might be things that you are wanting to communicate about, but you really could just be feeling like you are at a dead end, like it's a brick wall. You're not getting any sort of movement, any sort of activity out of this Knight of Wands. This Knight of Coins. In the Mars position is the Queen of Wands. The Wands are generally Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So Mars is what we fight for, is how we fight, is how we have sex. It is our aggression, it's our passion. And we got the Queen of Wands there. For some of you, this could be a situation where maybe your love interest has a desire for this Queen of Wands. He or she may think that this person is mysterious, yet passionate and fiery and fun at the same time, and maybe that is what they desire. That's why they are after it. Now, the other thing could be, Cancer, is that this is you. And despite all of this that is going on, even though it's Wands and you guys are water, but you could be deciding that despite all of this, you are not going to let somebody tear you down. You're not going to let somebody strip you of your self-worth and your self-esteem. And you're going to go out here and you're going to fight to continue to be the person that you are, that you know you could be. And that's the Queen of Wands, and she's awesome. And the Jupiter position, which talks about our luck, expansion, its wealth and acquisitions. It's also spirituality, but more Jupiter. Well, Jupiter rules traditionally Pisces, like I said before, and it is also the ruler of Sagittarius. So Pisces is more about spirituality, where Sagittarius is more about philosophy and religion. So Jupiter in this position, it could be any of those things. And we have got the Six of Cups reversed. That's a Sun and Scorpio card. So in the Jupiter position, Jupiter also in Vedic astrology rules the husband. So the Six of Cups is generally about somebody from back in the day. Yeah, it's about emotional reciprocity that is tied to someone that you've known, maybe from your childhood, your neighborhood, your primary school, old friendships, things like that. So if that is somebody that you're dealing with, and maybe you were hoping for that person, for the ladies to be your husband, you're not getting back what it is that you're putting out at this point with this person. I mentioned the word obsessed here when I talked about the Knight of Coins. And for whatever reason, the Knight of Coins is not obsessed. He's not particularly focused on things that are going to bring you expansion and wealth, or even possibly being your husband. And if I said this is for the women, let me correct myself. This is also for same-sex marriages, but this represents the husband. So this would be two males in the relationship if we're looking at husbandry, even though that's not a word. So anyway, yeah, let me correct myself because I don't want to leave anybody out. This could also be same-sex male relationship. So let's keep that in mind. Either way, the dude's not giving you what it is that you want. There is no reciprocity. Not emotionally. And it's got you wanting to just walk away from the whole thing. The last card, the Saturn card is in the Saturn position, which is our obstacles, it's restrictions, blocks, but it could also teach us responsibility and make us act like grown-ups. I like to say Saturn makes us act like grown-ups. This is elderly people and authorities and things like that. So in the Saturn position, we have got the Lovers reverse. This is a Gemini card. It's reversed, and we talked about the communications being off and heartbreaking. The Lovers reverse speaks for itself. There are obstacles, there are restrictions, there are setbacks for whatever reason around your relationship, and this may be with somebody who is a little bit older than you. Either way, that person is not on the same page as you at this point. Does it seem like it's getting darker in here? And I'm trying to turn this down. Okay, lots going on. Anyway, before we even turn this card up, I already said that there was probably some issues with the lover. I mean, there's no probably. There's no probably. I'm so sorry, guys. With this Three of Swords and this Six of Cups and this Lover's card reversed, there are problems in the relationships. And I'm really, really sorry. And if you haven't already, you are this close to busting a move and burning out. Let's see what the outcome is. The outcome is the Fool card. Fool card is ruled by Uranus. And that is, Uranus is like things that happen suddenly. It's revolutionary. It is rebellion. Uranus, the Fool card is about starting a new journey. It's about stepping out on blind faith. And that looks like maybe that's what you're about to do here. Because he's got the world in his hand, but he knows nothing about what's going on in the world. But it doesn't matter. He's going to go out into it anyway, and he's going to hope for the best. Now, this could lead to one of two things. This could lead to a hell of a life path, a hell of a journey that is positive and beneficial, or maybe it could be something, maybe it could be a very foolish move, but it's in the upright position. So, you know, I want to say that things are probably to your benefit if you walk away. You may not know where you're going or what you're doing, but you're going to have blind faith in this situation because, and let me go ahead and use the word that I was trying to avoid with the Three of Swords. Anytime the Three of Swords comes up and we start talking about relationships, it's infidelity, it's cheating. There's another person involved. Three of Cups, Three of Coins. What am I missing? Yeah, Three of Cups, Three of Coins. They all could indicate additional people in a relationship. With the Three of Cups, though, and I know that's not on the table, I just wanted to mention it. With the Three of Cups, though, it could be all in good fun. With the Three of Coins, it's, you know, maybe you got somebody. Remember back in the day when Grandpa, some of you probably don't know about this, but where I grew up and where I came from, I say Grandpa because this is back in the day. He could very easily have one family on this block and a whole nother wife or girlfriend, family, not wife, you know, one of them may be the wife, one of them not, down the street or on the next block. And everybody knows about it. And I'm thinking Three of Coins when I'm thinking this, because what he's doing is he is financially supporting both homes. Everybody knows about each other, but they stay in their lane. And he financially supports both homes, both sets of children, both women. That's why I mentioned the Three of Coins could also be an additional body in a relationship, because the coins are physical bodies and the cups are emotions. So that's three sets of emotions. But this right here is just downright savagery. It's heartbreak. It's somebody that's coming in between two people, and there's no benefit to this at all. There's no love. There's no support. It's just savage heartbreak. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and I don't want to put it like that, but with these cards, we can't avoid the fact that this, at least for the month of January, is looking a little suspect. Now, I mentioned the Knight of Coins being Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I think I mentioned at the top of the video that we're having a solar eclipse in Capricorn, which is your opposite sign. So I would definitely be looking to, a lot of you may be dealing with the Capricorn that is your lover. And the eclipses generally, they end things, but they end things in order to start new things. You know, like so many of the things that we deal with in astrology. Something has to die in order for something to live. And I think that's the case here. You may find yourself having to walk away from a relationship so that you can live. And I don't necessarily mean that literally. I surely hope that nobody's trying to take your life. But what I mean is so that you can live as your true self and find your emotional happiness. You've got the power to do it. If you need to walk away, Cancer, just walk away. I know it's not that easy. Oh, trust me, I know it's not that easy. But that's the way I see it. If anybody would like to get a personal reading with me, my information is in the description box below. You can hit me up on Facebook or Twitter. Thanks, and I hope to talk to you guys again next month.